Hey everybody, today is April 2nd, it's 2026, and anyway, I just posted a short that I had made where I'm talking to Microsoft Edge because oddly enough, if I talk to Grok or ChatGPT, I don't get really any solid information. So anyway, I tried Microsoft Edge, and I wasn't aware that they had an AI, that you could talk to. But anyway, what I'm on here to do is, I did some research on a service that Constellis in Moyock, North Carolina offers, which used to be Blackwater, and it's called Reputation Management. And oddly enough, somebody very close to me used to work there. And considering all the things that have happened to me, let's see, where do I start? I do a series on microwave hearing, artificial telepathy, coming online. Like you can hear, and it's not like a schizophrenia situation, because with schizophrenia you would be able to understand what is being said to you because it's in your head. But these are people of the most undesirable kind in my ear talking about things I don't care about. It's low level things that I don't think like other people do. Like, I'm not all the time like obsessed with what my significant other is doing, or people talking about me or their opinions of me, or if somebody doesn't want anything to do with me anymore, because I live my life in such a way that if you are taken out of it one way or another, that it just wasn't meant to be. Like, I believe that things are moved in a manner in which things come in and out for a reason. And if you're removed from me, then it means that you're not going to be part of my life, and there's just not going to be a place for you. So anyway, but what I'm hearing is somebody that just cannot tolerate much, that has no self-control, cannot maintain themselves, is obsessed with money. If a dollar bill shows up of any kind, they go off the rails. If anything is spent, they're, they've got nothing but ugly things to say. And I just don't operate like that. I don't thrive in negativity and hostility. I'm not that kind of person. And anyway, I looked further into it, and then other things happening to me. Like when I incurred my brain injury, this was in a place where somebody very close to me, this ex-Blackwater employee, told me that she called there every day to check on me. And mind you, this person had my child, not because I didn't have custody of him, but because I entrusted her with him while I was doing what I needed to do to get through this time in my life, and he was safe. And anyway, this person told me that she called every single day, was worried about my mental health, which I thought was odd. And I was like, well, okay, I just took it as, because you don't really right off the bat think that somebody is plotting something against you. You just kind of, if they're weird anyway, or kind of run off the rails, it just sounds like something they would do. So you just move through. And that's kind of what I did. I didn't think much of it. Just moved forward. And then I end up getting tased 20 times. And then not only did I get tased 20 times, but then I was put in a room and was bleeding from my mouth and didn't receive any medical care at all. Didn't have a bathroom to use, didn't have running water, nothing was left. And, long story short, and nothing was said about it until, months later, where I could, get medical care myself. And then it just proceeded to get worse from there. I haven't been able to keep a job. I haven't been able, and not because I'm doing things where I wouldn't be able to keep my job, like, I don't know, not showing up on time or, not doing my job well. None of the reasons that you should be let go from your position. This just one day where I will walk in and that'll be it. With the exception of the time that I was at work and got sexually assaulted. Someone grabbed me inappropriately. And I reported it to police. They didn't do anything about it. My house is repeatedly burglarized. They don't even show up. I go to the local hospital by ambulance, and they treat me for a migraine one time and send me home. And then the other time, they put me back out in the waiting room, took me off the gurney and set me in the waiting room. And then when I went out of the area to another hospital, I find that I have a massive brain tumor and have emergency brain surgery. Now, if you don't think that there is such a thing, as reputation management, courtesy of Blackwater, which is now Constellis, if you don't believe in gang stalking, if you don't know the science behind microwave hearing, if all of these things that you can easily educate yourself on. I make videos on it, and it is a very real thing. And, this person that I'm talking about, the entire reason that she has my child is because I was told when this happened to me, where I could have died, that I was told that they were gonna take my child from me. Something was gonna happen. So I entrusted her with my child to keep him safe, because apparently wherever I was not gonna be safe. And come to find out, that might be the head of all of this. And, I don't even know what to say, but I have to document this. And, I do videos on electromagnetic warfare. There's all kinds of it, and I am a firm believer that this electromagnetic warfare that I'm hearing is a form of jamming. That what they do is they hire these incredibly unintelligent people to just mouth off. Because if you're intelligent, and you ever heard somebody say something so profoundly stupid, it just stunned you to the point where you couldn't continue forward for a second? Where they, it kind of throws you off because you've never heard anything like that before? That's what I'm talking about. Is, that is a form of jamming. But the things that I hear, it's just not my flow. I don't worry about my partner going behind my back. I don't worry about what people are saying about me. I don't worry about if people like me. I just don't. That's not my flow. I don't do that. I do what I gotta do. I could care less. But this is somebody so low level that that's the kind of stuff that bothers them. You can make up a psychological profile. I learned that when I was 17 years old. I did a lot of studying on that. And this is somebody that just can't bear much and is very weak. No intellect, no integrity, no self-respect, no control. And it's a mess. Internally they're a mess. But anyway, You know, if you experience any of this stuff, you know, I'm just trying to put it into perspective for you, that this is probably what defines their life. And that if they're obsessed with everything that you do, then let them be, because they don't have anything else going for them. And you're gonna be fine. But anyway, just wanted to send a shout out to Blackwater. Thanks for nothing. And this will come out, that this is the type of stuff being done to people. And God help you. Even if it wasn't to come out till much later, you could be dead and gone. You're going to answer for what you've done. It may not be to me, but you will answer.